Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video, and I do like comedies. Do you like comedies?
Mm-hmm.
I was always a big fan of comic movies, but you know what? Today we're living in different times right now where comedy seems to be censored by the woke left. You're not allowed to actually make comedy anymore. But if you want to criticize white people, that's perfectly okay. I personally believe that if you're going to do like race-based comedy, everyone should be on limits. No one should be off limits. Do you agree with that?
In some ways, yes.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, if the comedy like affect people where like people call like other people's name and some people are sensitive that
Well,
like,
all they need to do is just not watch the comedy then. They're not into comedy. I mean, if you watch old school Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy back in the day, they made fun of everybody and they called them all kind of names. It didn't matter. George Carlin also as well. Everyone should be on limits for comedy. That's why it's comedy. And people laugh.
yeah, but I think it's up to a certain point where it's not funny anymore when
Well, modern comedy ain't really that funny anymore to me.
well, if somebody call people's name like purposely hurt other people, Or-
Well, it's comedy. It's never like supposed to be like, I guess you could say on purpose. you
Well,
know?
I guess, I'm saying like the comedy is okay. I mean, like the TV show, like Fresh Off the Boat. I mean, that's, it's kind of like a comedy where like the Asian.
It's making fun of Asian people that immigrate.
Yeah, and, how they have like Asian American,
Right.
their children and, and their culture is kind of different, but they make it, funny, which, I, saw it, like some of the episode, I never finished it, but it was funny. But when people start, calling, like legal immigrants who came here and didn't, don't speak English or have like problems speaking English because of medical problems and stuff. And when you make fun of people like that, I mean, it's kind of like over the board,
Yeah.
because some people have like naturally like just like, have problems speaking and they really need to go to speech therapy or something like
Or,
that.
they just don't speak the language really. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
like there's also other factor, where it's not, when it get to a point where, it's not funny anymore, then it's not comedy.
Well, I'm talking about just general comedy. I'm not talking about like, somebody walking down the street, oh, they're making funny. I'm talking about like comedy movies, that kind of thing. Like this new movie that came out here, it was coming out next year. American Society of Magical Negroes calls white people most dangerous animal on the planet. That's what they actually say. And this is David Alan Grier right there. And I believe this is a star. They're kind of like guardian angels, I guess you could say, like white people in a way. But they also say like if white people are angry, then we're not safe. Like black people are not safe if white people are angry. Now, I want to flip it around. What if they actually said that black people were the most dangerous people on the planet? What would the reaction be from the media?
I guess there will be a lot of backlash.
Yeah, there'll be a ton of it. And they'll be calling them all kind of races and stuff like that. But this here is perfectly okay because comedy is okay to make fun of white people. I mean, guys like George Carlin would be canceled today if he did comedy. He was so funny when he was alive, and he made fun of everybody, even religion. I mean, because he was a true comedian,
I mean, yeah, if it's like true comedian and, they don't take things too seriously. But when some other people take things too seriously, I guess there will be a,
Yeah.
you know.
And those kind of people, I suggest that they just don't watch comedy. They don't watch anybody's comedy because then they'll get offended. Remember Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle, they've been trying to cancel him for a little bit, for his stand-up comedy, doing trans jokes and everything like that. And the woke can't handle it. Mm-hmm. Just don't watch it. I mean, there's nothing more than old school comedy. They would be really, really offended by Eddie Murphy's stand-up back in the day because he would make fun of gay people all throughout his show. Mm-hmm. But
I guess nowadays, like, people get offended and of everything, sensitive and
snowflakes.
Yeah, and people just call like other people racist, no matter if they disagree with them with something.
Yeah, and I'm not calling them racist for this. I'm just like, all right, if they can say that white people are the most dangerous animals on the planet for the sake of comedy, then we should actually take it and accept it, for comedy as well. If they said that black people were the most dangerous people on the planet. So if it was white people making a comedy as well, we should be able to laugh at that too. That's my point. But I know that we will be told not to laugh at that because they're being racist. This case right here, they're saying, oh, it's not racist. So, So I don't know how good this is. So, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm perfectly fine if it was going the other way too.
Well, if people don't take it seriously and just think it's a comedy, then I think it will be okay. But nowadays,
Yeah, we're in woke comedy right now because they don't want comedians to be comedians. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're going into like talking about now. If they were going after like gay people in this movie, oh boy, they'll be canceled for that because the LGBTs, especially the T's, most protected class out there right now.
Yeah, I think like if this were say like black people or Asian, then there might be a problem too.
Yeah, remember what was that movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and they had the guy playing Bruce Lee, and people were speculating, oh, it's some racism because of the way they did. They made Bruce Lee. I don't remember the movie that too well because I only saw it one time. They were trying to like do all the Bruce Lee type of things.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's really, I mean, it was more like, it was a Quentin Tarantino movie, so it definitely had like a comedic element to it. I wasn't taking offense to that. I just wouldn't. So I don't get offended by comedy. I don't get offended by much of anything, to tell you the truth. So.
Me, up to a certain point, but not really. I mean, if,
because I believe
I really don't take comedy seriously.
No, you should. I mean, there's a difference between, comedy and outright racism.
Yeah.
I believe there's a difference right there. And once we realize that, we can actually start laughing at comedy again. Like I said, I've seen white comedians make fun of black people. It's funny. Everybody's on limits to me when it comes to comedy. That's what makes comedy comedy. And to me, comedy is one of the hardest things to do because I think personally it's very, very hard to make people laugh,
Yeah, but, if you make comedy of like for like disabled or terminally ill children, that will be over the board, I think.
I don't think anybody's ever done that. That's not really comedy if you're making I don't know how you would actually make fun of a terminally ill kid. I haven't seen that before. I've never seen that before.
No, but I'm just saying if there's a comedy that I would think is overboard.
Yeah, but I've never really seen anything like that before. I mean, there's been some comedies out there that has some touchy subjects, but I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. What do you guys think it is here? American Society of Magical Negroes calling white people the most dangerous animal on the planet. Are you offended by that? And how do you think that?
No, but some people might think it's true. but it's not true.
The Wolts would definitely think it's true.
Well, it's not true.
Yeah.
Because the dangerous, people on Earth is probably like the people who believe in like eugenic, corruption, and stuff.
The super Wolts. Wokeness is the most dangerous thing on the planet right now, if you ask me. So
or believe in like the communists, like it's good, utopia and stuff like that. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.